And welcome back everyone to more of the Let's Play Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Marathon hosted by yours truly, MrESPNozaX. And of March of 1996, Capcom released the next installment into the Alpha Trilogy, simply known as Street Fighter Alpha 2, or in Japan, it's known as Street Fighter 02. Man oh man, this Street Fighter game is actually my top 5 favorite, out of all the games in the series. Simply because this is one of the Street Fighter games that I would always come back to playing no matter what. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the characters, the soundtrack, or the stages, or pretty much the character endings. It's just really, really great. So yeah, but at first I did not like this game because I did not play the arcade version at first. I played the Super Nintendo version of this game at first. I remembered coming across Street Fighter Alpha 2 for the Super Nintendo in the video store that I rent my games pretty much. And I saw, I'm like, oh wow, this is a new Street Fighter game? I did not know this. Pretty much, the cover had like Ryu, standing next to like, staring down on Akuma pretty much. And I saw that freaking Akuma was way taller than Ryu. And I'm like, oh wow. I thought that was really great. So, I rented and everything. I did not like it. It was super laggy, really, really slow too. I'm just like, this is not Street Fighter, This literally reminds me so much of how laggy, Street Fighter 2, the World Warriors was in the Super Nintendo version. And, I did not like that at all. And that's until the next week I went to the arcade and I saw that they had the arcade port. And I'm just like, oh no, oh no. But, I saw that a lot of people thought that this was, oh my god, this game is really great. I'm like, wait, what? I was all like, so I went and played it myself. Way, way better. Yeah. It seemed like after playing it, changed my opinion about Street Fighter Alpha 2. And then after that, I kind of heard that I told people like, yeah, I played the Super Nintendo version of this game, and he told me like, oh no, bro, don't. Oh yeah, that's really bad. But you really got to try out the PlayStation 1 version. Do you own the PlayStation 1? I told him, yeah, I did have a PlayStation 1. It's like, you got to try out that one. That's the more superior one out of the consoles. And I'm like, oh okay. So I saw that the video store also had the Street Fighter 2 for the PS1, and I also saw that they also had Street Fighter Alpha 1. I'm like, oh, they did have the first one. So because this is actually the first game in the Alpha trilogy that I had played. So yeah, changed my whole opinion. And after that, started, this is the one that I always come back to playing. So yeah, eventually I will do a Let's Play on the Super Nintendo version of Alpha 2. Yeah, but it's gonna be outside of the marathon. It's not gonna be on here. So yeah. But anyway, pretty much, every character that was in the first alpha make a return, along with, and also, the hidden characters from Alpha 1 are now playable characters. So no longer would you need like a special code or like a special combination in the character selection screen in order to unlock them pretty much. You could pretty much select them off the bat. And the new characters that they introduced are dhalsim and zangief. They make a return they make a return. They were in, Street Fighter in the Street Fighter 2 games. And they also introduced a character that was actually in the first Street Fighter game. That's of course Gen, the guy that we faced off in one of the China stages, who I mentioned was the guy that trained Chun-li pretty much. So you get to kind of learn more about him pretty much. So he's more older in this game. So yeah. And of course, a new character. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, they bring in another character from the Capcom beat 'em up known as Final Fight, which is named Relento, the last person that we faced off against. pretty much that army looking guy that throws grenades and has that stick or the baton pretty much. So yeah, but they also introduced a brand new character known as Sakura. Now we'll talk about Sakura in the next episode. So yeah, because I think this is actually the final fight for this episode, and we're facing off against Rose. Oh, another thing too, since in Alpha 1, a lot of the characters pretty much shared stages. So like, Rose and Birdie, they shared the Roman Coliseum stage that paid homage to the Bruce Lee movie when he went up against Chuck Norris. And Ryu and Guy shared a stage pretty much. In this game, they no longer share stages. They have their own individual stage. And I'm really happy about that too. Because man, does Ryu stage look really great. It's actually one of the best looking Suzaku Castle stages of the Street Fighter series. So yeah. And I'll talk about the mechanics also in the next episode because actually after we're almost defeating Rose actually. So yeah. But anyway, this is pretty much it, everyone. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the first episode. Stay tuned for the final part of Street Fighter Alpha 2. This has been MrESPNozaX saying good night, good morning, good day, whatever time you guys are watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright everyone, bye.